Hello everyone, I'm Jill. I'm a yoga teacher and holistic coach, and I'm putting together this short 15-minute movement practice today, really for anybody that's been working in quite an intense way. Perhaps you're concentrating or focusing on getting something out the door. Perhaps the brain energy is really feeling stuck and stagnant. The body's perhaps a little hunched, been working over the laptop. So this is really a practice to get you out of your chair, get you up on your feet, and just allow a little bit of purification and shaking through of the energy system so that you're ready to step back into whatever it is you need to take on. Okay, so we're going to begin by centering ourselves away from whatever the thing is that you're busy doing and right back into your body, right back into your breath. And so just obviously kick off your shoes if you haven't already. It's good to do this practice barefoot. And allow one hand to come and land on your heart and one hand to come and land on your belly, below the belly button. And when you do this, it's like a gesture of reclaiming your own power, bringing it back away from the outer focus, right back into the center of your own chest, your own belly. Just having your feet resting in a stabilizing way on the ground. And aware of any tension in your shoulders, you can just gently wriggle there for a moment. So we'll center ourselves in a few deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And feel when you breathe in that you're taking this life energy, this purifying energy, back into your own body, through your head, through your heart, through your belly. Inhaling through the nose. Letting that go. And another breath, reclaiming your own strength and power. Sending it all the way down to your feet with the out breath. Just plugging the feet into the earth. Good, let's take a couple more actually. Breathing in. Plugging into the feet. One more purifying breath through the nose. And let it go. Soft knees, soft hips. Good. So standing and breathing like that is really like a welcome back to yourself. Now we're going to shake out through the hands. So just let them come to the side of your body, and you can start to give the fingers, the palms, and the wrists a good shake out. And as of course we might be guilty of spending a little bit too much time on tech, on the mobile phone, our laptops, so we can end up with kind of claw hands. So we're just kind of letting the energy move out into the tips of our fingers now. And then begin to let this gesture of shaking the hands reach up above your head as you breathe in, and then shaking out towards the ground as you breathe out. Good, and you can really let this come right up into your forearms, into your elbows, up your arms and shoulders as you reach the arms up. Just have a real feeling that you're kind of shaking things off here. You might want to add a sound. You're doing this at home with kids or family around, you can get them involved. You're doing it at work in an office environment, definitely get your colleagues involved. Good. And the last one, reaching those hands up. Really speed it up and you shake them all the way down. And then just come up onto your left foot, so you shake out the right leg, swap over, go from side to side a few times, getting right foot, left foot. Do most of this work standing today, since there's sometimes when we're focusing on something on our laptop, we neglect to stand up and move the body. Good. So just letting your palms open, feeling that energy tingling through your fingertips, feeling grounded, still centered in yourself. Letting your breath and your energy be felt. Perhaps even feeling that magical connection to inner movement. Beautiful. Then let's bring the fingertips to the shoulders and we'll simply start to circle back into the shoulders. And I'm going to invite you to take a little walk around your mat as you do this, or your whatever space you're in. A little walk around in space. You don't feel like you need to get stuck to the spot now. You can take some bigger strides with the legs. Start to prance a little bit, so you're stretching the toes, stretching the arches of the feet, breathing literally like fresh life energy up into your lungs and up through the elbows into the shoulders. And then just finding a place to pause. We'll step our right foot back, coming onto the top of the right toes. So this might be quite confronting for some of us. Just going to put the toenails down on the floor and let that stretch up through the front of the shin. And then continue with a few slow circles back and up through the chest and the shoulders here. Oh, a bit juicy in the front of that. Right foot, right ankle, right shin, so you can stay with it for another breath. And then let that go. Give that a shake off on that right side. And stepping your left foot back behind you. We'll change the direction of the circles in the shoulders now. So rather than going backwards, we'll come forwards. Nice and slowly. Get a little bit of that rounding into the upper back that really opens the back of the lungs. Ready for a little more breath. Ready for a little more life energy. And really juicing up into the joints of the shoulders here. Staying with that kind of awkward little stretch for the top of the foot if you can. It's bringing a little energy from the ground up into our legs, hips, spine. Good, and then leave it there. Just a little shake out for that left foot. Come and place your feet wide. So Utkatasana, or sometimes called goddess pose. Feet coming wide, wide squat. And you can turn your toes out and take your hands so the fingers are on the inside of your thighs and the thumbs are wrapped around behind your thighs. And just take a moment to get settled here in your hips. You might want to stay a bit higher or lower depending on your strength and mobility. So just bouncing up and down a couple of times. And then coming to a place where you can rest evenly in the legs, evenly in the arms, straight in the arms if you can. And we're just going to roll the right shoulder down to the inside and then reach it back up, switching to the left. So let this be a chance to really move your inner awareness and your attention back into your body, back into the layers of muscle, fascia, the bones, the joints, perhaps the organs of the lungs and the digestive system, getting a little ring out here as well. So this is how we breathe with and gently shift patterns of energy that are getting stuck and perhaps need a bit of a refresh, need a bit of a spring clean. Taking another couple. Very good. And then coming back to center, rise on up, straighten the legs. Give those wrists a few circles. I'm going to take a few lion's breaths here. So this is a really cleansing breath practice to let go of any frustration or holding that might be present in the heart and kind of all the way down through the nervous system connected to the vagus nerve. So you can open your hands fiercely for this one. You can stick your tongue out of your mouth as far as it can come. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, stick your tongue out. And you can also cross the eyes if you want, so you're looking at opposite hemispheres of the brain, asking those eye connections to wire us to access what we might not be accessing through our head space. Breathing in through the nose. Lion's breath, stick the tongue out. And then I'll give you the option to sink into the goddess fierce squat here as you take those breaths. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Roaring any frustration out. Don't be shy and letting that tongue come right out. Couple more. Good, and then let that go. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. Take a big circle, figure of 8 into the hips now. So just slowly moving in an infinity symbol, letting your tailbone be the guide. And just letting your belly get kind of soft here. So this is releasing any energy in the spine, the hips, the legs. It can also feel quite nurturing and nourishing to spiral in the belly, spiral in the hips. Bringing it all the way up into your shoulders. If you feel that rotation is coming easily up through behind the heart. And aware of your breath coming in here. Aware of your breath moving out. Very nice, guys. Just a couple more moves to weave in for our body, mind, souls today. Staying a little longer. We're getting into each side, left and right. Very nice. And then bring that back to center. We're going to draw a little infinity symbol again, this time as if you're drawing it with the gaze, perhaps imagining that you're drawing it on a mirror in front of you. So we're just going to let the chin roll to one side as you take the gaze up and over, drawing this figure of 8 on the imaginary mirror in front of you. And this is just beautifully releasing for the head and the neck. And I think we all know too well some of the gunky little holding patterns that our head and neck can get into. And so this can really help us discharge any unhelpful mental energy that we're holding on to. Very nice, guys. Just enjoying these spirals, softening the jaw. Another couple of spirals here. And returning to center. Bringing a hand back to your heart, back to your belly. Just noticing how much more connected to your own strength and power you are now. So the movement and the breath, individually and put together, can really help us to discharge some latent power that's sitting in our bodies. Good, so let's come and stand, and we'll just sweep the arms up and down. We're creating a cleansing space for our energy. You can let the knees and the hips be quite soft here. Inhaling to reach up, combing your fingers up and down through space. And each time you breathe in, you can feel you're really allowing fresh energy to come in. And each time you bring the hands down, it's like you're downloading that fresh energy deeper into your body, into your heart, into the layers of your tissues. Combing the hands, soft knees, soft hips. And let's begin to comb this up and then all the way down, bending the knees into a little forward fold. You don't have to come very deep here, so if you're tight in the lower back, just go nice and gently. Inhaling, comb the hands up, exhaling, fold forward. Good. Following your own rhythm and your own knowledge and wisdom of what feels good in your body, so you can make the movements smaller or bigger depending on how that feels in you. Inhaling up, exhaling, let it go. And then provided it's not too vigorous and you're not going to jolt or shake anything that feels tender here, so just take this faster option if it's feeling really good and freeing in your body, basically. Stay slow if you need to. We're going to exhale. Inhale, swing up, exhale, swing down. Real discharge. Letting the breath, mental energy release. Another 3. And as you come up, step your right foot back. Let the right heel land firmly in the ground, even lifting the right toes up slightly. Send your left foot forward. Nice generous bend in that knee. And then we're going to take our left fist forward, reaching your thumb into space. Cover the thumb. Cover your fingers with the thumb even, and pull your right hand back like an archer that's reaching with focus. Gazing towards that left hand thumb. Stretching across the chest. You might even feel a little twist through the spine, through the torso. And this is a beautiful pose if there's an end goal that you want to send your life energy towards in these coming minutes post-practice. Recharge your energy, send it out where you need it. Send out and over the finish line. Beautiful, and then let that right hand go. Step forward, take a swap. Left foot reaches back. So we're in warrior legs here and an archer pose for the arms. So it's combining the strength and grounding of warrior with this little focused mudra. So wrapping the hands in a fist, thumb covers the index finger, pulling back through that left shoulder, reaching out to the right. And if you want, you can let your legs get deeper. Breathing to find your connection with ground, sky, your own inner strength and power. Nice, soften the jaw, gazing at your right thumb. And release that left arm like you're really firing it towards your goal. Step it forward. And let's close just by coming back to center to find your feet. Bringing a hand back to your heart, one back to your belly. And letting your attention drop back and inwards, behind the eyes, crown of the head, down. Really taking care of your senses, drawing them back to yourself so that you've got full agency to send your breath, your mind, your mental energy, your body energy in the direction of what's needed. Beautiful, guys. Thank you. Namaste. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the practice.